Hello, my darlings. Oh, Jesus, I'm on a bloody rant today. You better be ready for it. I'm telling you, when I get to me rant. And if these bloody kids keep me stirred up, we're going to damn well blame them. We're going to blame those two little earth angels for stirring me up and bringing me to the brink of madness. That's what's going on today. So strap yourself in, kiddies. Get yourself a drink. It better be a stiff one because I haven't got off me bloody rant for weeks, but I'm on me rant today. Me poor bloody sister's been getting it again. Poor bloody thing. She's bloody, her ears. Well, it's been an education. She's learning more about her sister, I suppose. I don't know. Are you, darling?
No, I'm not learning more about you, Wallace. I know about you all this time. We're not saying how long, but it's a long time.
We won't tell people that. That's a bit bloody too much. Welcome, darlings, welcome. And thank you for joining us on Wednesdays with Wallace and Judith. We've had a few, a bit of a slippery ride here. We're sort of been trying on a few things. We're not going ahead at the moment with that live that we were going to do in September this month. It's already. We were going to make it October, but anyway, we're not going to do that. We're definitely, absolutely going to stick to our knitting, so to speak, or stick to the lane that we created for ourselves. It doesn't matter who we are or who we really are or whatever else. This is who we are, and we're here to talk about current affairs and, pardon me, the political state of the United States especially. That's what we felt drawn to. That's what we're doing. And, we're doing readings and tarot around that. So if you've just joined us, pretty much that's what we do. And we do it with gusto and certainly with with enthusiasm and feelings. Over to you, Judy. Just remind everybody about, subscribing. If I don't get these bloody subscriptions up soon, I'll start eating myself. Go on, Judy.
All right. Welcome, everybody. And yes, we've just had another number of minutes on part of what the rant's going to be about, or maybe it's the rant and there's going to be more, and probably, and what we're going to be talking on today. So before we get to that, as Wallace said, please subscribe. We look forward to getting these subscriptions up, and buy us a coffee if you feel like you want to, and so in that way support us for this channel. And we're glad to be here. And we love being here, and giving you the 2 cents worth, or even more than the 2 cents worth. So today we're going to be talking on the tariffs. We're going to touch on the tariffs. We're going to touch on the feds and what happened in there, to see what's going on. Epstein, and the big one, I think the big one is Trump. Missing in action still. It's and the rant. And the rant will I think today, Wallace, what do you think? We'll just start with the rant, because you're ready for that, aren't you?
Well, I think what we should do to begin with, though, because we had a very, very interesting conversation, didn't we, a few minutes ago, about the fact that, yes, I know that we focus on, a lot on America, and but over this last weekend, we had, a whole bunch of crap going on here in Australia. A lot of people marched, and that's the thing with Aussies. They'll get out and they'll have their say, and good for them. They got something to say. Get out and bloody well say it then. Tell the government, get out there and carry on. stomp up and down and bloody stamp your feet. And that's what they did this week or this weekend. There was huge marches all around the country, thousands and thousands and thousands of people out about anti-immigration, etc., etc. I just want to say this. Some time ago, not long, a little while ago, I was invited to Parliament House here in Victoria to a multiculturalism luncheon because of some of the other things that I do. I was afforded the opportunity to get an invite to that. And it was interesting. There were people there, you know, in Australia here from all walks of life and cultures and etc., etc. But the highlight for me of the day was the Governor General of Australia. She spoke, and she spoke to all of these various people from all over the world, Middle East, all over. She spoke about Australia and what we stand for, who we are, what we stand for, how we live, how we try to balance our diversity along the lines of these are the rules. These are the rules. This is how we live. This is what we do. This is the way in which we live. These are the things that we, you know, will tolerate to this level of acceptance. And then after that, it's like, no, that's end of the line. No, we don't. That's it. So you can't come into the country, no matter where you come from. You can't come in here and then start telling us what we should and shouldn't do. Australians. I'm not talking about white Australians. I'm talking about Australians. And that's all sorts of Australians. We're all a very diverse group of people. And none of us, we accept diversity. We accept that you want to build a mosque or you know, or whatever over here or this, and you want to go there and take your prayer mat and you want to do. We accept it all. It's all good, but just don't then say, we don't want you doing this in the schools, and we don't want you doing this, and we don't want you doing this, and we don't want this, and we don't want that. Well, you get everybody's back up then, and then they go out and march in the streets, anti-immigration, and, you know, fuck off, we don't want you. And that's pretty much, you know, how Australians are. So we're all good. We want to, you know, be helpful. And I'm saying this for a reason. Because what you have is a situation in America that's been going on for a good many years, probably since, you know, the Civil War years. That's a bloody long time. When do you think you might give that up? But anyway, that's been going on for all those years, needling away at patriarchal, white supremacy. So it's all about the men. It's all about, you know, these lunatics like Joe Rogan and all these other blokes are all about, you know, what women should and shouldn't do, and the silly frigging women who say, oh, yes, love, you're right. No, when you say jump, don't ask me to jump, love, just tell me how high. And I'll jump there, you know, how high you want me to. So all this nonsense, and nonsense it is, has been going on for a long, long time. And while all that's happening, the other smart people, the intelligent ones, and there are a few of them, have been looking at the whole situation going, we can make more money, we can cash in on all this bloody, you know, dissension and all this rubbish. And but what we need is a good leader to lead us. And that along came Trump. But we won't get into all that. That's a little bit about that. But what I want to say is this. Quit listening to what they say and look at what they do. Am I the only intelligent being left on Earth? And my sister said to me, what did you say, darling?
I said, are there any intellectuals left on Earth? And I said, yes, but I'm only visiting.
That's it. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha. They're against drag queens. They're against liberal women. They're against LGBTQ community. No freedom. They don't want anybody to have any freedom. And the list goes on every day. They add to it to erode your life, to erode your lifestyles. Remembering, and now they're wanting to, get stuck into and bring out all the army and everything against the blue states, forgetting that the blue states fund the red states. Now, darlings, should the blue states pull out and let the red states fend for themselves? You'd soon get the message then, Marga Mags. So here we have this moral duplicity. Moral duplicity. We have a president of the United States who clearly is a nut. Forget about dementia. Forget about the fact that he's ass isn't working and the rest of his body's decaying. And the bullshit about the handshakes and the bruises on. I shake hands with people, but I got no bruises to show for it. I got a few bloody brown spots, but I haven't got any bruises. If your hands are bruised, love, stick out your leg, or anything else. So you've got somebody with a mental illness. Now you've got JD Vance standing up there, the duplicitous snake. You've got him standing up there going on about mental health. And what was it he said in the interview the other day? Yes, absolutely. He's cut all the funding for all the mental health, but he's going to sort it out. He's going to have the conversation with the president and the first lady. Did I miss something here or what? Did I miss something? The fucking first lady is never seen. And the other bloke, the lunatic, JD Just Vance. Now, I'm going to stick my neck out and say that, he is. He's a failed drag queen. Did you see the pictures of him when he was younger, dressed up in drag? Now, I want you to know this. I'm all for differences. I'm all for everything. I don't give a shit. Not a shit. Trust me. But this bloke and his hillbilly allegory that he never had a good thing to say about Trump, that he was a fascist, and he never had a good thing to say about him until Musk and Teal got behind him and said, no, change your mind, mate. We're going to make you president of the United States. Pull your head in and change your mind. These are the things you need to be saying. So he's a failed drag queen, Smokey Eyes. He probably cross-dresses after work. He probably goes home, says hello to his wife and kids, and then goes off and puts his gear on. They're all duplicitous snakes. That's what they are. And be careful of him. He has very, very powerful. I said this way back in one of my early videos months ago. He has a lot of people behind him. I was talking about Peter Thiel when nobody else was talking about him. Go back and listen to some of the early videos. Peter Thiel is a very, very dangerous person with that. They rigged that last election. They did, him and Musk, with what went on there with all the stuff. There's enough to prove that it's so. Why aren't they doing something about it? But anyway, this other snake who's not well and hasn't been seen. And I was just saying to my sister about the son coming out and going on about his father and how well he is and all the rest of the bullshit. I don't know. I just want to rattle our cages a bit. I want to rattle your cage a bit. It's not rocket science. If the Dems created all the bullshit and all the Dems are involved in it and all the wealthy Dems are all involved in the Epstein files, or just show us the files. Doesn't matter who's in it. They should all be brought to justice, no matter who. Show us the files. Oh, okay. No. Oh. My father's the fittest man, of any president that probably has ever existed. Well, if he is, where is he, love? And why isn't he standing by his side, and why isn't he standing there saying that he is? Where is he? Or is he so unwell that he's at Walter Reed Hospital? Is he at Walter Reed? Just asking the question. Entertainment purposes only. Is Donald Trump at Walter Reed Hospital and they're covering it up and he's not coming back? Just asking. They're duplicitous snakes, all of them. And if there's any process in the United States to stand in the way of J.D. Just Vance, Smokey Eyes, if there's any chance in the US of him getting in to be president of the United States and you can stand in the way of it, do it. That's all I'm going to say. He's a dangerous man. Okay, Judy, let's do a little reading. And I've got some new cards today, and I just want to tell you, I've got these beautiful new cards. They are here, and they're Trish James's oracle cards. Trish James, as in she's got an interesting spelling. I'll try and put it up on the website. But they're prediction cards, all these little people. I love them. I'm going to lay 3 of those cards over top of the readings today. Get rid of that. Going to use my old tarot deck that I love. And I'm going to do a little shuffle, and we're going to have a quick look at the tariffs over Rover. Are they over? Or that's the question, Judy. Are they over or not? Are the tariffs over or not?
Okay, all right. I got King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. So the question, are the tariffs over? Look, the first thing that came to me was yes. That doesn't mean to say that there's, with all that's going on and all the cover up and all the stuff, I think this sounds a bit flippant, I think. But with everything that's going on, I think they've got, to say, bigger fish to fry than the tariffs. They've already ruled on it. The judge has already ruled on it that it's unconstitutional. They're hoping it's going to go to the Supreme Court, and they're going to overrule it, and they're going to say, no, it comes in under this or this or this, and this. But having said that, I think they'll walk away from it because I think constitutionally or unconstitutionally, they're going to have enough on their plate. And I know in our last session, a big 3 came up and 3 came out of my mouth, and I said, well, 3 weeks something big is there's something big going on. And I think behind the scenes, it feels to me like it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. It feels like everybody's running around trying to work out what they're going to do and how all of this is going to play out with the American people and how the American people are going to react to it. So tariffs, it's still going on a bit, although the judge has ruled, and I've got this person as the judge. And I think they'll walk away. I think tariffs will be. I don't think tariffs will go on at the moment. I think there's just too many other things. There's too many things going on. Tariffs are going to take a back seat.
King of Wands I got as well. I'll go with that was the judge who ruled on it. I got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, to me, this is this, really, gung-ho person, and the Three of Swords. But I get a lot, bit like you, Judy, I get a lot of talk going on, a lot of stuff happening, but it's not going to be around the tariffs. There's too much else. And I think, what am I getting? Oh, let's have a little look at these blokes. I'm going to just, I've had a little shuffle of those, but I'll do another little shuffle. Let's have a little look at these little blokes here. And I think that, let's put them out. Oh, don't you love it when the universe speaks to you? Okay, change is coming. Change. Yes, the winds of change are blowing in like a bloody tornado. Change is definitely coming. Sitting over the King of Wands it was. Something's being hidden. Well, we know what that is, don't we, darlings? And this business tycoon. This is Peter Thiel behind Smoky Eyes. And be very, very, very careful. Be very careful.
Well, one of the cards that flew out for me and came out and pushed itself out of the pack was this card, and that's not surprising. And I'm going to say that for the last, and I'll go 10 because that's what came in, for the last 10 years, whatever has been going on in the last 10 years is now coming to an end.
Over. And that's the Trump stuff. That's been going on for
over Rover.
And that's over Rover, and it definitely is. Don't be surprised. I don't think you're going to. I think the propaganda machine is in full force right now, and that's a joke. We're going to see some bloody interesting stuff come out in the next 48 hours. They can't cover it up forever, the son of a bitches. Okay, all right, let's do just a very quick reading. I reckon the feds will remain untouched, and that woman is definitely not stepping down. All the bullshit they try to trump up around her, pardon the pun, I think that she's not bowing down. And will the feds will the feds survive it all? Yes, absolutely. The Empress card is this woman who they've attacked and had a go at. The Knight of Pentacles here. This card, for me, is about the money. The feds are all about the money. Jerome Powell comes in when I bring that out. And the Two of Cups here. This is not about lovers or anything else. This is about two people, Jerome and the woman on the board. They are closing ranks. Closing ranks. Let's have a little look at this. Closing ranks. They are not going to put up with this bullshit. They've closed ranks around it all. Oh, right. Oh. Okay, all right. I'm going to pull out another couple, though. The first card out was Uprising and Rebellion. and I can see all that. I can hear the people in the streets. I can hear all the shouting and the screaming, and whoa, I'll tell you what, there is something festering. Yes. Uprising rebellion to me says that just what I'm getting, all the things I'm hearing, and there is definitely going to be, people are going to come out en masse. This whole thing about duties, keep quiet, that's what's going on at the moment. Do your duty, keep quiet. But you know, when you're dealing with something like the White House, so many people, so many aides, so many, I've said it before, you can't keep it quiet forever. This whole thing about stay put, not going to happen, kids, not going to happen.
Okay, well, I got the aid of the strength card, and there's a lot of in the Fed area. They've all banded together. There's enormous strength there. There's enormous. There, you
Powerful.
won't be
Very
shaking
powerful.
that. That's very powerful.
Very
And
powerful.
the Temperance card and the Ace of Cups, and they're not worried about all that. To them, the Feds, they're going to move on. They've already put in place how they're going to begin again, how they're going to move forward, how they're going to tackle all this. I don't think
I can't see them cutting interest rates. I can't see it happening. Okay, not when you've got rising inflation. They won't do it. It'll be against everything they stand for. Okay, my thing is, and the question around the RFK thing, and we've got a couple of minutes or so, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, around the Epstein thing. Will the whole RFK, they're lining up to get rid of him now, and they need to. But anyway, they're going to get rid of him. They're turning on him like vipers. Oh, that's interesting. They're turning on him like vipers. I reckon they'll use that or try to use that as a diversion against the Epstein files. So, Epstein files, yeah, that's interesting. Another card. Okay, so all right, let's just generally see what we pull out. I was going to do it around RFK being the scapegoat, but what I'm getting foremost in my mind right now is that by virtue of his illness, I think even if he comes, even, I'm going to say this, even if by some miracle he and they pump him full of whatever drugs they need to, if by some miracle they get him standing on his legs and back into the White House, I think you're going to see that impeachment come up. I think they're going to pull that out if he returns to the White House. Because I think that they all know they're not letting it out, even the Dems. That's what I'm getting. Even the Dems aren't letting it out, that they know damn well that he's over. It is over for him. Okay, I got the Hierophant. For me, the Hierophant is always about secrets and, you know, stuff going on, still to be manifested, still to come out, still to happen. The Hierophant for me is this secrecy thing, secret order, secret discussions, secrets. And I got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. There's something going on with him, and it's pretty serious stuff. They're not going to get him on his feet. He'll want to, but no. Nine of Swords. And the Fool card this is the Fool card. And I think for me, that's a really interesting card because I think that it really signals new beginnings. New beginnings. Let me just quickly pull out 3 cards. These prediction cards. I'm going to go with that little bloke. Okay, yeah. That was interesting because I thought of that during the week and thought what would happen if there was another pandemic crisis. Why did I think that? I don't know. Just came into my mind. The card that came up is pandemic crisis, health crisis. But I don't think that relates to a pandemic or what's going on or what would happen in America. I think it's to do with the health crisis being his. I think Trump is in a severe health crisis. Yep, absolutely. Change is coming and they're hiding something. And they're hiding this. They're hiding this health crisis. All right, Judy, up to you, Dale.
Okay, well, there's the Eight of Swords. So this area of being bound up in things, and what I got when I turned this over, I got the feeling, the vision of this person laying in bed. They were laying in a bed and they couldn't move. They couldn't move. And the person was this person, and it was Trump. So probably our next part that we were going to read on Trump falls in there. The Epstein stuff, well, you know, it just keeps going. Is he going to be brought to justice on it?
It'll come out, but it won't make any difference.
People will know. People will know. It'll come out, and people will know.
Take a long time.
But is he personally going to be brought to justice on it? No. I got this person bound in bed, and when they were bound in bed and they couldn't move, the thing that I got that came with that was a stroke.
Oh, that's interesting.
A stroke.
Let's go with that.
So,
yeah,
I'll go with that.
Well, there you have it, my darlings. Another interesting lot of input from those two old Sheilas down there in Australia. Can we say that?
You what?
A bit of Australian colloquialism there, darlings. And we're so happy to be here for you. We're so happy to be here for us. And we certainly have our moments. I certainly do, but I vent them in my rant. But I was a good girl this week. I didn't swear too much. I was pretty good, wasn't I, Judy?
No, you were very good this week, Wallace. Yeah.
Proud of me? Proud?
Yeah, no, I'm proud of you, Wallace.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's all I was vying for, just to my sister to be proud of me, that I didn't get into swearing too much this week and, upsetting too many people. So maybe you'll go in now and subscribe and put up with us. That'd be lovely. It does make a difference, darlings. I know I'm on it, but, it does make a difference if you haven't subscribed, and even if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It gives us a bit of a hand. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it's uplifting for us. So if you could do that, that would be fantastic.
Now, if I go with you when you go. Of course I do. And when I go, you go with me. I am so very. I have to look. I'm going to just say this before we go, because I think it's really, really important. I want you to know. It's all you blokes in America. I want you to know this. Jude and I are incredibly proud of the way you've stood up. We know how difficult, from life experiences, we know how difficult these challenging times can be. We've had them in Australia, don't think we haven't. But we know how difficult life can be, and we know what a shit fight this has been and how terrible this has been for you all, not knowing, wondering from one day to the next, what the fuck is going to go on now? What the hell is this lunatic going to wake up with or tweet during the night? We want you to know that we, full kudos, from our heart, we We admire you. We admire your tenacity. We admire you going on. We admire how you stood up with all this bloody disappointment around the last election and all the rip-off. We admire how you've faced up to all this and what you've done with it. So we want you to know that. Jude and I want you to know that, we're going to put our hands up. This is your admiration society here. We think you're bloody bonzer. We think you're bloody marvellous, and you've done a great bloody job. Keep doing it and do more. From me.
And hugs from me, and see you at the weekend.
See
Bye
you
for now.
Bye for now.
Thanks for watching.